Virgo, hello, how are you? Virgo, my name is Antoine, and I want to welcome you to your love messages for the first 10 days of July of 2022. These messages will be for all placements of Virgo, including the Virgo lover if you're here in the house. All right, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. Of course, I'm always thanking you for your time. We're actually going to use a different oracle deck today. I know, right? We're going to actually use the Twin Flame Oracle from Mystic Moon Oracles today, and then we're going to clarify around it using the Light Seers deck, okay? So let me kind of get my little setup ready first because, all right. Messages for Virgo. What's going on? Love, romance, relationships for Virgo. First 10 days of July 2022. Okay, let's get one more shuffle. Solitude, Virgo. Okay. And then under the deck, winter. All right. So we have solitude and then we have winter. So Virgo, I feel many of you have been very lonely. I mean, your energy is of the Hermit card, so sometimes that can signify loneliness. But here, as I'm looking at this, it does feel like many of you have been either by choice or some of you not by choice. But the same thing remains is that you've been in solitude, you've been alone. Maybe you've felt stranded even with this winter energy. In matters of just being social, period, let alone dating and love and stuff, right? But just being social, period, it feels as though it hasn't, it just hasn't, you know? And you could be healing from old traumas, old relationship failures, you know? You could be healing from those things right now. Like I said, you could be choosing to put yourself in solitude, or this is where you're not able to make certain relationships or social situations happen because of whatever reason or not. That's not your choice, you know? I'm also feeling a slight tinge of maybe there's like a, how do I want to say this? Like, you've been, like, you may be a social pariah in your environment at this moment. Like, people are purposely staying away from some of you, Virgo. Now, listen, I'm just a messenger. So we're going to go ahead and run with either one of those energies because I definitely feel like that's where the string is going. So, if you don't feel like this is something you can resonate to, then I completely understand and appreciate your time. Thank you so much. All right, Virgo, but let's go ahead and dive right on in. Oh. All right, let's just get one more good shuffle here for Virgo, and then we'll move right on into your energies. So we have the Emperor here, okay? We have the Emperor, we have the Magician. We have the Four of Cups. And then Virgo, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I see. Yeah, Virgo, this is like a mixture of like you waiting for someone, but I don't think they coming, baby. I feel like you feel kind of like, you know, when somebody leads you on, right? And they get you excited about maybe some sort of possibility of maybe, you know, you guys connecting. It feels very much like that, and then it's like they just led you out into the woods. The Emperor with the Magician, it's like they just had you on a string, and it was so easy. And that's and I'm not trying to like make you sound weak or anything, Virgo. I'm not that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm really speaking kind of from their energy, like from the mindset of what they're, you know. And I feel I have to explain that because I do that sometimes. but but yes, from their perspective, it just feels like it was just so easy. It was just so effortless. And they led you up to a certain point, and then they pulled the string from out up under you, or they pulled the rug from out up under you, and kind of left you stranded, like cliff. They left you cliff hung. You understand what I mean? I do apologize for any background noises. Y'all know I do live in the hood. But anyway, so yeah, it's like okay, they got you to a certain point, and then they just kind of switched up and left you. And so it's like you're kind of in solitude right now because you don't know if you want to open up to somebody because there's part of you that is maybe still waiting on them. Whether they just ghosted you or jilted you or, you know, promised to come back and they never came back. And you just don't know what happened. But at the same time, it's like now you're even that much more guarded trying to move forward in situations. You understand? Okay, so Virgo, so like this is really layered. You understand? And so I feel like this is just gonna keep continuing to just get thicker. So we're gonna keep going, and you know, I'll break it down. We'll break it down. All right. So okay, under the deck, oh, the Nine of Wands. Mm-hmm. What did I? Yeah, yeah. I just said it. Like you're like super guarded now. You know, even if you have had opportunities to meet people, you know, it's like you, it's like you throw that gate, that wall right on up. You know, before you decide to give anything back or allow somebody to even, you know, try to even come up in your presence like that. Like whoever this person is, like they just fucking ruined love. Like they ruined it. It feels like they just ruined it, you know? This was somebody that you even thought that you manifested. Like, oh man, perfect fairy tale, you know, experience. And then what happens? You understand? Emperor, yeah, Aries energy, magician, more fire energy. but actually someone with all the elements. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Let's go ahead and keep clarifying. Sorry if that was kind of loud. All right. Okay, I think I'm hearing one more. Okay, so what's going on up here now between this Magician and this Four of Cups? What's happening here? What's this energy looking like? Death. Okay. Just like that, in the blink of an eye, like I was saying earlier. Excuse me. Now let me tell you what I feel now. I feel like somebody was turned off. Okay? And it could be them, but I don't know if they were necessarily turned off by you, Virgo, because it doesn't feel that way. It just feels more like something else caught their attention, and then just by comparison, they just went that way. Like just as fast as they had picked you up on their string, they picked up somebody else on their string as well, and so they just completely just and then pursued something else elsewhere. And so that's why it feels like they went no contact. That's why it feels like they led you to a certain point only to you know, leave you needing more. You know what I mean? Because that energy, and it probably was somebody that they had already still been dealing with at the same time, because I do feel like this person is very capable of having multiple strings of attachments. You understand? So you just could have been just you just were an option that he or she decided to go elsewhere, but they just completely ghosted and just went no contact. And this may have happened in the winter, so maybe six or so months ago. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening here with this energies between the Magician and the Emperor here. What's going on? Because I don't know. I don't like these two people together. I don't like these two energies together, Virgo. The Moon, yes. Secrets. Oh, yes. Yes. Secrets, Virgo. There was a lot of things about this person that they told you some things, but they didn't tell you things at the same time. Okay? And I feel like this person also had hidden agendas in their situations with you. And it probably could be very much that, even though they felt like they had you on their line, right? But maybe what they thought they could get from you, they decided that it was no longer of value. And so then they just, broke away from the situation. Which, listen, I'm explaining the energies, but I'm definitely not in support of the energies. But I do understand it enough to be able to have to explain. And I hope I'm making that a little clear. So, all right. Okay, this is the position of your current state, your current environment. So with the Strength card being there, okay, Virgo, yes, 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 yes. I feel like there's this very indescribable feeling of like of stoicism, but at the same time, like you really are affected, but you cannot afford to feel affected. You know, you still have to show up for people. There's still people that depend on you. There's still work to do. There's still, kids to raise, babies to birth. You know what I'm saying? Or what have you, right? But there's still, life is still going on. You know what I'm saying? And so even though I'm not, like in matters of love though, in relationships though, it's been well, it hasn't been. I think I said that too. But it just hasn't been, because there's this energy of I'm gonna keep myself. I'm gonna hold more back from myself than I'm willing to give out to others right now, or I'm just gonna not give it all. But you're also not accepting anything at all either, and it's because of hurt, but at the same time you don't know what to do with that hurt, but internalize it because this motherfucker is you don't know where they at, you don't know where they are. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy here between the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles now. Yeah, all you got to do is just move on, Virgo. Trust me though when I say I know it is easier said than done. But I mean, I can't do it for you. All I can do is tell you what the energies are. But I definitely empathize. You understand? Like, you just have to just pack it up, and and do something somewhere else. Okay. And there may be certain signs and symbols that may be showing you that it's time to just pack it up. And many of you are probably at this moment now where it's like, okay, I'm ready to just have peace of mind and just move. I'm just ready to just move on. You know, the six of swords coming after the Five of Swords, after fights and disagreements and harsh words. And now it's time to go. Okay? You've been in solitude, Virgo. You've been non-social. You've been antisocial, more so, kind of. But I understand it's been your protection. It's been your shell, because people have brought you to certain points to where it's like you get with them, and then it's like they're a ghost. And now you're at this point of like, I don't want that anymore. So I don't know. You could be led. You could be getting led. Listen to your guides. Listen to the guides, the symbols that are especially special to you. They're going to help you move forward. Okay, Virgo? Under the deck, boom, right into a, ooh, Virgo. Look what happens when you just start to move on. I'm moving on. I love it. I love it, Virgo. This could be something that could be promising now, finally, because you took the step to move out of this stagnant energy that you've kept yourself in because you haven't been willing to say, okay, well, somebody really got, like, these people, either somebody in particular or people keep ghosting me or keep leaving me, you know, treating me as though I'm just an option, because that's really how it is. There's literal apps with menus of people to choose from. You know, there's literally a menu in your hand of people to choose from. So it's like people just create options for themselves. And of course, they can't be everywhere at one time. Although, that's the right motherfucker. um, all right, bring it back in. So, you know, that the energies is just it's just making me feel like, you know, now that you're moving from that and out of that, once you really make the decision to do that, this could literally be even moving locations. You know, open up your social circle a little bit, talk, and you might end up meeting somebody. You might end up having at least a friend at the very least, but there could be somebody that, you know, is equal to you, that can, you know, that may be willing to offer their cup with you as well. I don't know. I like it. It's a nice little happy ending, Virgo. It really is. Okay, but I'm going to leave it right here, though. Let me know what's going on in the comment box below. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I do really, really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't. I do love readings on a 10-day schedule. All right. So you usually get about 3 love readings a month. And then I also do the dailies. All right. So we sit down and we go over the daily energies as well. All right. So hopefully I'll get to see you soon. Take care, Virgo. Bye.